Hi you guys, it is New Year's Eve. Do we say that for New Year's? We're getting ready to butcher an entire beef in our kitchen. We paid to have it killed and hung for 2 weeks, and then we have all of the stuff otherwise to process it ourselves, so we're setting up for that. It's probably going to save us in the ballpark of, I don't know, $2,500 to $3,000. So let me show you what this looks like. I'm setting up and Chase is headed to go get the first half of the beef. Here's the saw. Have to get these chairs out of here. Chase scored this saw for free on Facebook Marketplace years ago. We have some tarps that we need to lay down, have our grinder, meat tubs, bags for the tubs, wrapping paper, everything. Mentioned this in passing, but Chase is a ranch hand, and so part of his pay package, and this is pretty common for ranch hands, he gets a whole beef a year, which is massive. I mean, the cost of purchasing the cow and then to butcher it is thousands of dollars, and this saves us a ton of money because we essentially don't buy any meat at the grocery store. I don't really eat chicken all that much, so if I'm buying meat at the grocery store, it's literally probably, unless it's chicken wings, it's just fish. But Chase, before he became a ranch hand, was a butcher. And because he has all the skill set to do it and he always processes his own deer and everything, it just makes way more sense for us to do this. And you know what? I don't want to cut into the Scotland budget and the debt payoff routine to pay someone else to do this when we can just take a day or two off and do it on our own time. I will admit though, I hate the smell and I do not enjoy how much of a mess it is. However, it's a small price to pay. That would be a good time to wash this rug anyway. Oh. This is what we store all of the meat cutting stuff in, so I think I'm just gonna move this into the second half of our living room so it's not in the way. Oh, maybe I won't. Okay, this is actually wrapping paper. I'm gonna put this on the far end of the kitchen. Side tangent, I love antiquing and I love the blue and white china, and we found this at a charity shop. That's the term I'm looking for. Found this at a charity shop in St. Andrews, and when we were packing up to leave Scotland when we found out that we were pregnant with Wade, I was really sad because I didn't think we were going to have room for this, and Chase packed this so neatly in his carry-on so that we could get it home. He was like, I don't want you to have to leave your vase, and I just love it so much. It's one of my favorite pieces in our house. Honestly, this whole shelf feels like an ode to Scotland. These are seashells from Troon, Ayr, St. Andrews. We found this outside of Edinburgh Castle. I got this on my last visit. I got this after our cruise on Loch Ness. And then the vase from St. Andrews. There's such a learning curve with creating content, long form content. And the one thing I'm realizing is I don't know my camera all that well. And I think this is kind of telling me that I want to sit down and maybe watch a few tutorials about it. I have a Sony ZV Mark II something, E10 Mark II, I don't know. It cost a lot of money, that's what I know, and I'm forcing myself to use it because I'm like, I'm gonna make it pay for itself. But I get asked a lot how tall I am. I'm 5'11", and the tripod that I have, it's just not tall enough. I don't know, because I'm doing this the whole time to be in the frame, and our house is really narrow, so it's not like I can back the camera up, and then if I back it up, you can't hear me. So I feel like I need a much taller tripod.
Turn the camera on and you start working?
Huh? We just took what?
Keep it on.
We just took a what, like 5-10 minute break, 15-20 minute break actually.
Eating?
Chase is cooking steaks for us. I'm all over the place trying to hold this tripod, but Chase is cooking steaks for us, and I stopped to change my shoes. My Crocs were hurting my toes really bad, so stopped to change my shoes. The girls are eating and watching a movie in the living room. Wade is napping, and I'm gonna wrap these ribs. It's the next day. We are on the last half. I guess there's only 2 halves. The third quarter. Oh, he wants you guys to see how he's gonna Salt Bae season all these.
Oh,
That's what that was, right?
Yeah.
Pepper. What's this?
Alpine Touch.
Alpine Touch. Is Alpine Touch only in Montana?
I don't know about it anymore, but it was.
It used to be. Show what the bottle of Alpine Touch looks like. When we were living in Scotland, my in-laws used to mail this to us in like a industrial size. We use it on everything. What? Steaks, eggs, burger.
Cereal.
No. Here is part of the beef. What is this?
The hind quarter. I think what's left is what they call the drumstick or something.
This is the hind quarter. We've already done. We cut up half yesterday.
Yeah, this is the third quarter.
This is the third quarter. It's freezing. Okay, come on, give it to me like you're on the Discovery Channel.
In front of the camera? What animal you want me to be this time?
Stop. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, don't. What's on this piece? Like, what cuts?
It's the top round, eye of the round, bottom round, sirloins, and the sirloin tip.
What kind of knives are you using?
Victory Marks.
Every time, well, we did this last time and then now this time too. I mean, I love a good steak, but at the same time, I feel like it takes me a few weeks after we do this to not get a little bit of the ick when I eat it.
Really? I enjoy it better when it's fresh, I think.
What are you cutting right now?
This is the sirloin.
What would you say, like, ounce-wise, how big do you typically make the steaks?
I don't know ounce size, but like an inch and a quarter thick.
Good morning. We are finally done with the beef. We finished it last night. Chase's mom came up and helped, which was awesome because we had to do bath night with the kids. It's really hard to do something like this where Chase needs my full help, but we still obviously have to parent and take care of 3 kids. So with having her up here, she was able to help wrap, and then they did burger, and I did some of the cleanup last night once the kids went down. Chase took the tarps out today, and then that big saw that was in here, he took that out too. So we put some things away, but this morning I'm gonna go ahead and do a deep clean of the floor. I've already steam mopped it once, and I used a disinfectant, but I'm gonna do it a second time around because I just don't feel like it's fully clean yet. And then eventually at some point today, I'm gonna wash out these last 2 tubs and then get this stuff on the counter organized to go back down in our basement. You guys, my Dyson, look at this. I don't want to do it and make it worse, but it's like separating from the stick. This is like a $500 vacuum. I did get mine on sale for around $400, I think, which I know sounds ridiculous in terms of vacuums, but I grew up with a Dyson and I love them. Contact Dyson and go through the warranty stuff that they'll fix it. Once I started looking at this, I was like, you know, this is kind of a major design flaw, I feel like. Kitchen is clean. I put my rug back down. My grandma makes these rugs. She doesn't so much anymore because her arthritis is pretty bad, but she makes these beautiful, she calls them rag rugs. The kids' magnetic tiles just dropped, but she makes these rag rugs and they are so pretty. This is the last one that she made for me. And I cleaned that, got it white again. And now I think I'm gonna reward myself with a cup of coffee because the kitchen is clean, but I have to go clean all these meat totes in the shower. And then I have to clean our shower after I do that. And then I really wanna do a workout because, you know, new year, new me. Do a workout, do my actual job, shower. We need to clean out the pickup, maybe not today, but we're gonna be taking our pickup in later this week to get fixed. So we need to take car seats out, get all of our junk out of there. I feel like it doesn't end, you know?